up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. Stick around. I've got a lot of cool things I want to share with you guys in this video. We're obviously going to start over here in Egypt at the Giza Pyramids. I'm working on a video. I think I'm going to have it done by tomorrow. The Mississippi Mothership coming soon. You guys are going to see an extraordinary video out of Mississippi by Pamela, who caught something extraordinary in the nighttime sky. I also have a flashing light update to share with you guys from locations you would have never thought in a million years. More power outages to talk about, but first, let's talk about the pyramids over here in Egypt. These are one of the seven wonders of the world, and we've always been told that these were built with mere chisels and stones. It took dozens of years to build one pyramid. Now, out of nowhere, a mysterious new city has been found underneath the Egypt pyramid, stretching 6,500 feet below the surface in shock discovery, scientists say. Okay, wait just a minute. How did they build a city underneath these pyramids over a mile deep that contains 8 cylinders that are wrapped in some sort of coils without the aid of some kind of excavating tools and technology? Seriously? Here's what these cylinders supposedly look like. And these cylinders aren't small by any means. I think they're stretching somewhere in the neighborhood of 240 feet that go down to big chambers underneath these 8 cylinders that, again, they say are wrapped in some sort of coils. I mean, this is seriously wild. Here's an animation depicting what scientists believe they've found underneath the pyramids. Here's a look at the cylinders, a sprawling city. Who lived in the ancient city? Who built the city? How did they get it so deep in the ground without any type of tools or modern technology? What kept it from collapsing? Probably these cylinders, I suppose. Who built the cylinders? How'd they get them in the ground? I mean, it just opens up an entire plethora of questions, much like the pyramids themselves. Like I said at the beginning of the video, we've always been told that these were built with chisels and basically stones without the aid of any type of modern tools. And quite honestly, it would be hard to reconstruct one of these in today's world with modern technology and modern tools, let alone build a city, and apparently a functioning city underground, a mile underground, that stretches several thousand feet. They're saying covering 6,500 feet. Unbelievable. Who did this? Why did they do it? And how did they do it? Those are the questions that we need to be asking. Incredible find under the Great Pyramids of Giza, one of the 7 wonders of the world. They may have just discovered the 8th wonder of the world. We'll have to wait and see how this unfolds. We'll be watching this very, very closely. Like I've been watching the flashing lights all around the world, I've got an incredible update to share with you guys today. Yesterday, I noticed there were multiple power outages around the earth. Over in the UK, Europe area, there was a major outage in the Netherlands, and then a major outage at the Heathrow Airport in London, affecting some 200,000 people. They're still trying to figure out exactly what happened at Heathrow Airport, but at the same time, there was a major power outage over in the Netherlands that affected over 45,000 customers. So we've had power outages in Panama, Venezuela, Cuba, multiple power outages around the United States. I know Nebraska has been without power in some places for several days. In fact, they're just now getting the power fully restored. Still 14,000 customers, almost 15,000, without power in Nebraska. I received a video of flashing lights from Nebraska today. Now I have a video from every state in the United States and multiple locations around the world. I've got new ones I'm going to share with you guys here in just a few minutes. The Schumann has been acting up here recently. It's been wild. There's been a lot of major spiking today. In fact, we're right in the middle of a major spike right now as I do this video. Some people are very sensitive to this type of energy. It keeps them up. Some people it makes super tired. Some people it makes super hungry. Some people lose their appetite. Some people get ringing in the ears. Just a wide variety of different things. But some people don't need a graph to tell you that the Schumann resonance is throwing throwing a fit. Okay, here we go. I have a couple of videos. First, I want to share with you guys mysterious objects noticed in the nighttime sky. First video sent in by Nikki from the 19th out of LJ, Georgia. She was outside with a flashlight, and in the light beam of her flashlight, she noticed a very heavy presence of particulates in the air on the night of March 16th. I also received a video out of Jameson, Pennsylvania. This video was sent in by Norm from the 19th as well, and he too noticed the very thick presence of particulates in the atmosphere. What I think's going on, guys, this may have an explanation. It's pollen season. I've noticed the trees out here starting to pollinate. Pollen floats in the air. Pollen can travel for hundreds, even thousands of miles, much like the dust storm that sent dust over 1,300 miles from northern Mexico all the way across the eastern United States. So I think this may have an explanation. I'm not 100% sure, but we are entering pollen season, and I think it's going to be a very busy pollen season. Here's some more dust from two different locations, Wisconsin, Indiana, and then I received a video yesterday out of Cincinnati. Remember the giant dust storm that swept across the Central Plains into the eastern United States? Christine Buchanan out of Wisconsin noticed the dust all over her car that came down with recent rains they had. Going to Indiana, Joe noticed the dust on his car as well. This dust traveled over 1,000 miles to land on their vehicles in Indiana and Wisconsin, and more than likely tens, if not hundreds of thousands of other vehicles all across the eastern United States. Guys, I have an update of this freaky flashing light phenomena. You're not going to believe this. We're up to 345 now here in the United States. I've received a video now out of every state in the United States, and that includes Alaska, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, 13 out of the United Kingdom, 1 out of Ireland, 1 out of Cyprus here in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea, and 3 out of Hawaii. We're going to start off in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Video sent in by Sean, taken by C. Kerrigan. In yoga class of all places. Are you serious right now? March 21st of 2025. These lights aren't normally blinking. They attend yoga here multiple times a week, and the lights are never blinking. They were blinking yesterday. Unbelievable. And going from Wisconsin all the way over to the United Kingdom, Manchester, United Kingdom. This video has narration sent in by Jason from March 19th of 2025.
The lights have just been turned on, the normal light bulbs, but there's two of them. And this is Jehovah God communicating with us. How are we supposed to sleep tonight if Jehovah's entered the room like this? Let me see if he'll do it. I'll turn it off. That's the ensuite. Ready? Whoa! Whoa! He's doing it again! This is Jehovah God. This is communication from Jehovah. This could only be Joe. Oh my God. Have you ever seen anything like this?
And as you saw in the video, he was turning the light switch right there on and off to show that nobody was playing around with the light switch. This was really happening in his bedroom just a couple of nights ago over in Manchester, United Kingdom. Yet another example of this rogue and random phenomena that's sweeping the earth. Tempe, Arizona, right out here in my neck of the woods, Starcaster, also from the night of March 19th at 8:44 p.m. Couldn't help but notice the discotheque-looking building. These lights are not supposed to be flashing. That's why she took the video. Once again, right out here in Tempe, Arizona. And coming up is video number 2 that she shared with me of flashing lights around this apartment complex. It looks like it's still under construction, but nevertheless, it looks like the other flashing lights that we're seeing all around the world. Going from Tempe, Arizona, right over to California, video footage sent in by Alejandro from the night of March 20th of 2025, about 24 hours after the Tempe video. Here's video number 4, sent in by Barbara out of Glen Mills, Pennsylvania, from the night of March 21st, less than 24 hours ago. Noticed a flashing light as they were driving down the highway. This video has narration. Here we go.
Mr. MBB.
It's
Glen Mills, Pennsylvania, 8:23 p.m.
Flashing yellow light in the middle of the highway. The one on the right was not flashing. The one on the left was flashing. So I don't know if that was just some sort of a malfunction. But nevertheless, it was a flashing light in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is on the map again. Video number 5 sent in by Kara out of Henderson, Nevada, March 21st of 2025 at 6:40 a.m. This video also has narration.
6:40 in the morning in Henderson, Nevada, near Las Vegas. And this thing's just strobing out. Probably doing that all night. There's a bird on it. And I found one. Another one.
She's seen them all around the Las Vegas area. Video number 6, sent in by Thomas Ewing. Not sure of the location, but it was from March 20th of 2025 as he was driving down the highway. Noticed a flashing street sign over here, and then multiple parking lot lights all flashing at the same time. That tall sign right there is probably made up of fluorescent light bulbs. So it's not just LEDs. This stuff is rogue and random. You never know when or where it's going to appear, and you never know what type of light bulbs are going to be impacted. This video here is a National Guard building out of Belton, Missouri. Video footage sent in by Daryl and Brenda from the night of March 20th. The last 72 hours have been very busy. This video has narration. Here we go.
That's the National Guard building, Belton, Missouri.
I mean, you can't make this stuff up. People are pulling over to the side of the road, noticing these flashing lights all over the place. And going from Missouri over to London, video sent in by Ernesto. This is a solar light in his backyard from the night of March 20th of 2025. This video has narration. Here we go.
It's the MBB 333, London. That's one of my solar garden lights flashing.
I too have seen that myself as we have solar lights around the property, and I saw one morning very early, around 5:20 in the morning. It was still very dark outside. It was flashing, and normally at 5:20 in the morning, they don't have any power left. I'm going to Cincinnati, Ohio. Video footage sent in by John from the night of March 21st of 2025, less than 24 hours ago at 9:17 p.m. This video also has narration. Here we go.
Mr. MBB 333, I'm at Cincinnati, Ohio at the Horror Hound Weekend. They live in hotels. I had one at my home a couple months ago. So, strange indeed.
It is strange indeed. I couldn't agree with you more. I've never seen anything quite like this. Going to Denver, Colorado, Matt from the night of March 19th of 2025 at 4:31 a.m. Check it out. Lights flashing for unknown reasons, rogue and random. It's not all of the lights, it's some of the lights that are being impacted by whatever this phenomena is that's sweeping the earth. I've got video footage to share with you guys out of Cyprus, from right out in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea. In fact, we're going there now. Here we go. This video has narration taken on the night of March 20th of 2025, a very busy night by Tarkan at 9:12 p.m. once again out of northern Cyprus.
Cyprus, North Cyprus, Nicosia, all the lights in the car park, Mr. MBB 333, all the lights here as well going crazy.
It is truly a global phenomenon. I received video footage from southern Australia, all through the United States, Canada. I've even gotten one out of Mexico. I haven't received any out of South America, but that doesn't mean it's not happening there. I've received videos out of Europe, the United Kingdom, Cyprus, as you just saw, Hawaii, Alaska, Puerto Rico. Now we're going to Nebraska. Nebraska was the last state that I hadn't received a video from. They were seeing the flashing lights in Nebraska, but I just received my first video by Shannon from the night of March 21st at 1 o'clock in the morning. This video has narration. Blair is just north of Omaha, Nebraska. Here we go.
Okay, Mr. MBB 333. I was just finishing your latest video, and you said Nebraska, you still haven't seen any from here, and here we are, just north of Omaha. There's the light switch, there's the lights. And we just had a blizzard come through yesterday, and we're without power for about 24 hours. And still lots of our neighbors and people across the state without power. My husband has also seen these at his work in Omaha, and I saw streetlights in Omaha doing this as far back as late last summer. So you can add Nebraska to the list now.
Nebraska is on the map. Thank you, Shannon. Really appreciate that. Moving to video number 13 out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Going all around the world today. Video from March 20th of 2025 as Nami was sitting at a stoplight in Honolulu, Hawaii when she noticed a street light above her car, flashing for unknown reasons. I mean, you never know when or where this is going to show up. It is entirely rogue and random. And the very fact that it's affecting solar lights makes me wonder where this energy that's affecting these lights is coming from. I've seen solar lights, like I said, malfunctioning right here in my own front yard, so I know it's a thing. I want to take you guys now up to the skies of Montana, St. Marie, Montana. Joseph shared a video with me of something highly unusual in the nighttime sky of Montana on the night of March 17th of 2025, and this video has narration. Here we go.
Got one right there for you, Mike. March 17th. Not exactly sure what time it is, St. Marie, Montana. Something told me to come outside, and lo and behold, there it is. They are telepathic.
Oh, you see it moving.
It's 2025. Zooming in. 3-time zoom there for you, Mike. You can do your work on it, buddy.
Good catch, Joseph. And what I did, I zoomed in even closer on the right, the original over here on the left. And this isn't the space station, as it was moving too fast and too low to the ground. It wasn't a Chinese lantern, as it wouldn't have lasted this long. And it was way too big. I think it was way too big to be a drone. Obviously, it wasn't an airplane or a helicopter, so we know what it wasn't. But what was it that he actually saw flying above the skies of St. Marie, Montana, that wasn't making any noise and didn't have any wings or tail fins? I mean, it's just weird, and people are seeing this stuff all around the world, much like the flashing light phenomena. And speaking of mysterious things in the nighttime sky, I'm working on what looks like a mothership above Mississippi. No joke. Incredible video footage you're going to see here in the next day or two. Coming over here to the homepage of the website, looking at the GOES X-ray flux. Pretty quiet the last 72 hours. Saw a small M-class solar flare, but nothing major going on. There was a minor geomagnetic storm here in the last 24 hours that did spark a few auroras. I mentioned earlier about the activity in the Schumann resonance. Still have a few power outages in Nebraska, nearly 15,000, but they're slowly but surely literally getting people back online. There was 133,000 customers offline. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs that monitor the mighty supervolcano. Very active at Mammoth Vault once again. Seems like it's always busy up there. Everywhere else looks pretty typical for an average day at the supervolcano caldera. Thanks for the photos and videos, guys. Keep them coming. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. If you guys have any videos you'd like to share that are too large to attach to the email, come over here to the homepage of the website. You can find a link down below in the description box. Look for this red tab that says have a large video. It's a Dropbox. Drag and drop your videos into the Dropbox. Please include your first name, date, and location, and I'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. Have a super day and be safe out there.